Hello, Sir David the Bard. I'm in the same mood I was, but I feel better after that last video. The real hatred I feel for the ball of shit, which is the Mormons and the Mormon Church. Anyway, to prove to you, not to me. I already know this shit. I'm doing you a favor. You owe me nothing. I never made a penny. Not one penny off of these shows. Not one. I made millions of dollars, but not one penny. Anyway, I told you how ruthless and cruel the Mormon people can be at heart. That religion pulls in some real screwballs and some real borderline personality type people. In fact, you could fill the whole DSM-4 revised up with Mormons. They have every mental disease in the world. Now let me give you an example. I told you in a video probably 2 years ago that the invention of waterboarding. Now waterboarding is basically hanging a person on a bench, strapping them to a bench and upside down in a 45-degree angle and pouring water in their face, nearly drowning them. But they don't drown because the water by gravity will fall out eventually. You know, there's some pretty hideous things that mankind has done. And you and I hope, agree that there are some people that are just torture-oriented. That's the way they burn cats when they were little and poke the eyes out of spiders and, you know, serial rapists born. Now, I told you, the man that invented waterboarding was a Mormon bishop. It wasn't revealed in that article that I read that he was a PhD, Dr. Bishop Mormon, and his buddy. I'm not going to say what I don't know. I strongly am suspicious that he's Mormon too, and he has a PhD. These are the Mormons that you see at church. They're in charge. They wear a tie, and sometimes they wear a little badge that says, "I'm the president, I'm the first counselor, I'm on a mission, I'm a senior missionary." The bishops and stake presidents don't wear that, but everybody else does. They're the ones you see in the ties, and they have the short haircuts, and they're so conservative. If you girls open your legs up, I'll come and slap that thing between your legs so that you stay a virgin. They look good. There's the key. I've told you to watch what the Mormons do, not what they say. Don't listen to a word they say. They wouldn't know the truth if it ran over them. Watch what they do. So here you have a bishop and probably a stake president or another authority in the Mormon Church active that found a way to torture people. A couple of them died, but they sold their ideas to the U.S. government and made lots of money, and they paid tithing on that money. Well, now, 2 or 3 years later, that we're releasing some of these people that were jailed at Guantanamo Bay without cause, have gone back and gotten U.S. attorneys. And under Geneva Convention and other world peace treaties and world agreements between countries, that certain torture and certain ways of treating prisoners of war would not be done, the United States has broken almost every one of them with the waterboarding boys. Here you have two active Mormons, bishops and stake presidents and authorities, inventing one of the cruelest torture techniques that can be done, and they don't think there's anything wrong with it. They see nothing wrong with it. But the ACLU doesn't see the way the Mormons see, and seldom do. Seldom do. The Mormons believe if you're not with us, you're against us, and we have a right to torture you, steal, take your children, intimidate, rob your money, rob your houses. We obey a higher law. The laws of this earth, we don't obey. Same-sex marriage, we don't obey that. Blacks having the priesthood, they shouldn't have had that ever, but we had to, please the IRS. It's not the leadership, folks. It's not totally the leadership. It's the whole ball of wax, and that's what I'm preaching today. The Mormons endorse waterboarding. Their people invented it. Have you ever heard a Mormon decry it and say, gee, that's not fair, or that shouldn't have been done, or that bishop was evil, he should have been excommunicated? Not in a million years. They're all part of the same shadow. Deep, dark shadow. Leadership and members are symbiotic. They give money, and the leadership takes advantage of the world. So anyway, the next time you hear about torture, the next time you hear about waterboarding, next time you hear, I'm sure this lawsuit will go on for years, but they're going to win it. They're going to win it because this kind of torture invented by the Mormons is outside the human boundaries of war. It's outside. It's outside. And am I surprised that the Mormons invented it? Of course not. Are you? You probably are now. So, Peleo, oh God, hear the words of my mouth 3 times, the true order of prayer. Oh God, don't cut my throat, don't cut my heart, don't cut my guts. Waterboard me if you want. Waterboard me till I come back and I'm baptized. Waterboard me till I'm dead and I don't have a voice that can tell the truth out here. Waterboard me. Health in the navel, marrow in the bones, strength in the loins and sinews, power in the priesthood be upon me and upon my posterity through all generations of time and throughout all eternity. How can these two people and the people they represent think that they're Christians? I'm an atheist, but you guys that say you're Christians and then you invent the waterboard, you make the bard very, very suspicious that you're bullshit.